Hello, I'm Average Joe, and welcome back to this world. So, just a side note, we had done some recording earlier, but, things happened, and we agreed that we didn't want to use it. So, yeah, there have been some changes since the beginning, as you can probably tell by the 2 new buildings and minor terraforming and deforestation. You get the idea. So I'm gonna run through the changes that happen, and I'm also gonna put on screen maybe some clips of that happening as well. So obviously I finished the house. We now have a roof on the 2nd floor and all that. Up here I have a little furnace and a cake. That's for decoration though. I have a little furnace here. I'm smelting down kelp to use as a fuel source, because you can craft dried kelp into dried kelp blocks, which smelts 20 items per block. So yeah, you can just throw dried kelp in like that and make some fuel. And I'm doing that because charcoal is expensive and dried kelp blocks are not. Something else in the house that I made is this little area. We have cobblestone on one side and dirt on the other. And all the other stuff like diamonds, sand, diorite, andesite, gravel, all that stuff goes in these. Now you might notice I'm using a resource pack. I'm actually using the resource pack that's meant to be released in 1.14. I think this is, version 3.2 or something. So I kind of want to start using this in videos to see how things look and all that. So we also have a path here with some torches to light the way. And it goes right to this greenhouse, which has all the food we are making here. We have some pumpkins, and I left a space here for when we eventually find melons, if we do. And yeah, we just store everything in the chest and back here. The thing we made during the last episode that we recorded but never used because reasons, is this fishing hut. So on the inside here you see we've got some glass, and I'll explain that later. We have some things, and you can go out this door and you can do some fishing if you have a fishing rod. That I'm not going to do right now. And I don't know if we showed this last episode or not, but Howling Crown has tamed dogs. A lot of dogs. I am actually going to grab the bones we have left, and there is one dog. My mouse is weird. Sometimes it doesn't click the right button. There are a handful of dogs still out here, and I don't have a dog yet. So what I'm gonna do before I do much anything else... Hi! Hey! Wanna be my buddy? Good boy, come on. Let's get you out of the river. Okay. So... dogs and seagrass. Minor AI bug. Well, he'll teleport if I move far away enough. There you are, good boy. Why are you sitting? No! Like I said, my mouse button doesn't work properly. So I need a way to differentiate my dog from Howling Crown's. So I am going to first put our bones away. And second, I'm going to dye my dog's collar really quick with an ink sac. There. Now we know this one's mine. Right, so back to the fishing shack. And hopefully I don't hit my dog again. I wonder if they'll eat fish. Anyways, the glass is for this AFK fish farm that I made. What you do is you take a fishing rod, and you sit and you stand here, and you just hold right click, and there's a lot of noise, but it will eventually fish something because the bobber dips down and then something is caught, and it will go onto this hopper here, go into this chest, and then go into this chest. I've used this chest for a while. We have some nautilus shells that I've fished out. And yeah, we can use those and the heart of a sea that we found while we were treasure hunting to make a what's it called? A conduit. Small problem with that though is that we don't have any prismarine to make the conduit work. You need to go to an ocean monument for that. But yeah, we found the heart of the sea using these buried treasure maps. Me and Howling Crown went out in the footage that will not be used for showing you clips, and we dug up some buried treasure. It took a while though. We dug out a lot of the beach. And yeah, Howling Crown is actually somewhere out there because he had to we had to leave while we were out in the middle of the ocean. But he's not here right now. He had to leave the world for something, said something about research or whatever. Now, this is where I've been getting my kelp from. I could just go out there and get it, and I probably would if I wasn't already smelting so much. But yeah, the kelp goes into the furnace up there. I turn it into, and that turns into dried kelp. And then we just take the dried kelp and turn it into dried kelp blocks and use it as fuel to make more dried kelp blocks. There's a lot of kelp going through here. It'll probably be a while before that's done. So yeah, made a greenhouse, a path, lights, fishing hut, went treasure hunting, and I'm sorry you won't be able to see that. But yeah, that's what happened. And now I have a dog too. You're a good doggy. Yes you are. Yes you are. Alright, so there's a handful of things I want to do today. And to sort that out, I am going to just take 1 minute to build a signpost, basically. Let's put 2 more on the top, make it look good. There we go. So, one thing I want to build is a mob farm, because we need drops at some point. I also want to build a cactus farm, a sugarcane farm, although we do have that over there, but maybe, so I'll take that off for now, but an automatic one in the future might be nice. A kelp farm, and again, we do have one over there, but an automatic one would be nice at some point. We need a blacksmith, an enchantment room, and I think that is it for now. If I think of something else, I will add it there, but for now, that's it. Alright, so today we can either build a mob farm, a cactus farm, a kelp farm, a blacksmith, an enchantment room. Oh, just remembered one other thing we might want to build is a nether portal. Because a lot of these builds require, like, quartz. Like a mob farm would need quartz for observers and stuff, and yeah. Cactus farm probably wouldn't need that. Kelp farm definitely. Blacksmith would not, enchantment room doesn't, and nether portal doesn't need that either. So blacksmith and enchantment room are the things that I want to deal with today. I just need to decide which one I want to do first. Alright, so it's been a while. I've got something to eat and spent some time thinking about what I wanted to build today, and I've decided to do the blacksmith. And I'm going to build it down here. There is plenty of room. I'll leave space for the pond. Do items still drop to the... Yeah. So... Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna start building a blacksmith over in this area. It is pretty close to this hill here, but I think maybe at some point we might do some terraforming, tear out this village here, maybe, I don't know. Because there are... The villagers in the village have kind of died out. I mean, they were there 1 minute, and the next there's only 2 left in the village. The only 2 that I'm aware of are actually trapped in the, what's it called? Church place thing? Yeah, those are the only 2 that I know exist in the village. So, yeah. Not sure what happened to them all. It's kind of like the last village, they all just kind of disappeared. But, no matter. So part of the reason I wanted to build a blacksmith was because a blacksmith would have an anvil somewhere on the building, and I kind of wanted to build a blacksmith, and this needs to be wider. Much wider. So with the fishing farm, I've gotten a lot of name tags. So if I make an anvil and I put it in the blacksmith building, then I can rename the name tag and give it to some of the dogs. And then we can name our dogs and have them be, like, well, they're pets now, but you know what I mean. They'll be named pets, which is cool. Alright, so here's a status update for you. I've got the frame for the main portion of the building pretty much done. I've still got to put in the stairs and slabs along this end though. But there's going to be two parts to this building. There's going to be the main part with a whole bunch of furnaces and stuff. Then there's going to be a little entryway here into a different part of the building. We could probably take these out as well. And it's going to be an outdoor area. And it's going to have like big smokestack, and this is where the anvil is going to be. So if I just make some, just a handful, maybe half a stack, or it's not quite half a stack, but you know what I mean. So this can't go out too far, I don't think. Although maybe it could. Let's bring it out to here. We'll have the overhang be here. Let me just bring it out a little bit. And then logs go here. And the furnace is going to go about here. I'm going to be making the furnace out of cobblestone bits, or at least the thing that'll have a furnace in it. I'm not quite sure if furnace is what you'd call it. Smeltery might be the word for it. I'm not sure, actually. So over time, I do want to add more decoration to this little village area we've kind of been building. Like maybe signs and little decorations here and there. And I'm saying this because I don't think we're going to get a lot of decoration into the blacksmith building just today. It's probably just going to be the base stuff and then the anvil in here. In fact, my test building was had a bit of a larger outdoor area, and I could probably dig away some of this, but it'd require a little bit more terraforming than I have time for today. It's actually getting a little late right now. But yeah, what are you doing? I'm gonna kill you. There we are. Cool. Alright. I've also put a bed in here in case it gets to night so I can just sleep and not have to worry about, like, monsters or stuff. I'm gonna move you inside, or underneath, as the case may be. One, two, three. I hate this stupid mouse. It keeps pressing other buttons it's not meant to be pressing, and it's really annoying, and it just, ugh. I hate it so much. I really need to get a new mouse or something. My last mouse, the scroll wheel was just broken beyond belief. You would scroll with it and it would just bounce everywhere. It was horrible, just horrible. Alright, how many of these do I think I'll need? That'll probably be enough for now. So yeah, this is going to be quite a bit smaller than I had originally intended because there's a lot less space here than there was when I was testing some test builds and stuff. But I do quite like how it's coming out. It is a bit flat along the top, but I do think it works with the rest of the buildings, more or less. You need a little more here. And I'm out of bricks. How many? That'll work. And I need some more cobblestone. Okay. Well, I'll just throw some in the furnace we have upstairs, and that'll make it automatically. Or stone automatically. Yep. So that furnace actually doubles as an experience farm. So in 1.13 they set it up so that furnaces will store the experience from the items they smelt. So all the kelp and stuff that goes through that actually helps me level up. So I get some levels from all that stuff as well. And that's pretty cool. Right, so this place needs torches as well, just so that's not so dark in here. I also need spruce fences on the inside, but I will worry about that in a second. Because first I want to build the furnace and smokestack for this build. How is it getting late? I should use my bed. Is it late or rain? No, the sun's setting. Alright, where was I? Ah, yes. Doot, doot, doot. And right. So these need to come off. Do I have an axe on me? I do not. I need to make a new axe. I need new... Oh, excuse me. I need new tools. I gotta make those at some point. Right, and the final few pieces on the smokestack here. Ow. And we're good. Ow. Right, this is shaping up. Just need the stone bricks to fill in the hole in the floor, and we should be good. Also, fences. I need fences. I want to be sure that I can still build when it's like night and stuff. So there'd be fences here and some here. I need 1, 2, 3. I need 4 more. I wonder if I have any inside. I did in fact have some fences inside. Just finish you up. And doors. Do I have a door inside as well? Yes, I do. Awesome. Alright, so this is the blacksmith building more or less completed. There's definitely room for more. I think I had some decoration on the inside, like there was some fences over here as well. And we definitely need to fill in the hole, but the most important thing we need to put in here is the anvil. So I'm going to go and make one really quick. And there's so many dogs in this house. I think 36 was all we needed for it. So an anvil is 1, 2, 3 blocks of iron plus 4 more iron. And we get an anvil. And what we got for stone? Right. So I want to store all the ingots in the blacksmith here. And just the ingots as well. I mean, we can send ore here to get smelted, but I want all of the ingots like stored in this area here. Maybe a couple more furnaces couldn't hurt either. But yeah, that is more or less everything done for the blacksmith. I do think it needs some more torches. I don't know where I would put them, probably like here. That's a good place, I think, for at least a couple of them. I'll figure something out. But yeah, mobs won't be able to get in here unless they're a little baby zombie, but even then there's a fence and stuff, and a door. And I think this should actually be on the other side. In case you're wondering, no, I don't have an axe on me. There we go. Right, so maybe 6 chests in there, and the blacksmith will be good. I do want to get, like, item frames and have, like, things on there representing what these buildings are, even though the greenhouse is fairly obvious, but things like the fishing shed and the blacksmith might also be pretty obvious as well. But, you know, the buildings are a little samey, and I don't know how to fix that. I'm not the best builder in the world. But yeah. So, now to do what I wanted to do with the blacksmith building done. Now we have a lot more name tags, so Howling Crown is going to get a chance to name all his dogs as well. But I need a name for my pup here. Now, I think in my first series I had a little dog named Pup because I didn't have any other name for him, and I don't want to do that again, at least not with our little dog here. I'm around here, friend. Or not, that's fine. So, now I just need to come up with a name for our little dog. Although I'm not sure what I want to call him, really. Or her. It's hard to tell because animals don't have gender in Minecraft. Alright, so what do you want to be named, little fella? I mean, are you sure? Alright, but just remember, you're the one that told me to name you that.